Oh, the sweet sound of a Cummins. Guys, welcome to the live stream tonight. I'm a little early. Just figured I'd go on to get started. Welcome to the Stony Ridge. We're going to cruise up here. We're going to be running the tractor here in just a minute. Just getting back from running an errand. Been a busy day here on the farm. Been out mowing today. And we're going to do a little bit of spraying here in just a little bit. Awesome stuff. Had to go get diesel fuel, man. That broke the bank right there. Tomorrow is Friday. And as soon as I get done with this live stream, I've got to get up here and fill this dumpster full. I've got a bunch of stuff that needs to go in the dumpster. There we go. Let's put her in park, roll our windows up. Shut down the Cummins. Awesome, guys. You'll see me in just a minute. I want to show you some stuff we got going on over here. So this is the Power Stroke, Candy Cane Power Stroke truck. I will be selling this truck, just so you guys know. I don't know if you're a local person, you're interested in this critter, you're welcome to shoot me an email. That is a 1996 Power Stroke, two-wheel drive though, 5-speed. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. That's my dumpster. The old John Deere's over here. And let me throw something in the dumpster. So welcome, guys. What do you think of that beard? We'll have more people. We'll have more people in here in a second. We'll get to talk about that. The mistake that I made. And by the way, the white Cummins is not for sale. Look at this ridiculous beard. So I had the bright idea of dyeing my beard. My beard is super gray, and it's only gray because I'm farming, right? So it's super gray, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this gray in this beard. I'm grabbing some plumbing fittings. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this gray, right? And I still got it stained on my face. I used Just for Men beard dye, and it straight up dyed this thing black, man. It looks, I don't know, man. It looks a little ridiculous, I think. But I don't know. I like it. Gray is better, says Donna. Well, here's what spawned that idea, and this is why I did it. I'm gonna grab this piece of PVC pipe. I just got back from Lowe's. Love Lowe's. North Carolina company, support our North Carolina companies. Just got back from Lowe's, and what spawned this was I had somebody ask me the other day, and he's probably watching right now. It was one of the construction guys for building the outdoor kitchen here on the mega shop, and he said, "How old are you, man? Like 50?" I was like, "No, I'm not 50." And he was 42. He thought I was like 8 years older than him. So that's what spawned this ridiculous idea. So I think it's pretty funny. We're going to go on inside the mega shop here. We're going to be just rolling around, getting stuff done as we do the live stream today. Welcome, everybody, to the Stony Ridge live stream. We're about 5 minutes early right now, but welcome. Thank you all so much for coming and joining me here. I'm in the shop here. I've got drone batteries charging, GoPro batteries charging, and this is the mega shop in case you haven't been in here. So these are 3 28-foot bays. That's the Yodacorn Toyota. That's the Raptor, or the Crafter as we want to call it. And I had to come in here for something. Totally forgot what I came in here for. Oh, to make sure I had a drill bit sitting out here, and I do. Okay, so we're good. That's my little Yamaha XT250. I don't ride that very much anymore. I bought it, I guess, about 3 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. And I putt around the farm on it a little bit. If I go check the cows and I don't take the camera, I'll putt around the farm. So let's show you what's been going on. And you'll see this full video very soon. And we'll do all this before we get on the tractor. Welcome. While you're here, when you come in the door, please hit the like button. Love to have you back here on the farm with me. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. So this is the outdoor kitchen, timber frame outdoor kitchen from Carolina Barn Builders. The next part of this project is having the concrete guys come in. But before the concrete guys could come in, I had to get this done. So in this ditch right here, I came in with my neighbor John's Mini X. John, thank you so much for letting me use that Mini X. I don't know what I would have done without it. I know what I would have done. I've been out here working with the John Deere with the woods backhoe, but Mini X rolls with it, man. You can just dig and go and dig and go. So I've got this all trenched out, and this is running from the agricultural well right here. It's all trenched out. I've got a hose bib right here, or a hydrant, a Woodford hydrant. It's set in a bucket of gravel. You'll see all this in a future video, okay? So I've trenched all this out, and now I'm backfilling right now. I've got a little water in this hole, and I want to dry up just a little bit before I go knocking this dirt back in. So tomorrow morning, I'll be filling that back in, and I'll have to compact all this. So this is an outdoor kitchen pavilion right here. Let's show you again. This is the roof. It's gorgeous, gorgeous timber frame outdoor kitchen pavilion. This may be where we have some wedding stuff. We may do a wedding venue here on the farm. You never know. We got to diversify income. So what I've got to do is backfill that with the skid steer and then pack it. And then you're going to see all this in a future video, guys. So I hope you appreciate me taking you around, giving you a little taste of what you're going to get next week on the videos. Will it rub off? No, this the stuff that was on my face, it was stained all the way up to here, like all over. And I had to soak my face in a towel. It's ridiculously dark, isn't it? Which can't tell I'm not a black-headed person, because guess what? I ain't got no hair no more. I went gray and went bald. Thank you, Mother Nature, for reminding me I'm getting older. So you'll see again what I'm doing right here. I'm trenching in my drains for each one of these gutters. So I've got to trench all those in. I've got single wall corrugated pipe in here. Let's turn the camera around so you guys can see. There's a lot going on. We're just going to walk around a bit before we get started jibber jabbering on the live. This is the live. This is fun. So what I did was I tied in with single wall corrugated pipe, and we go all the way out to a pop-up, which is down there. And this is not final grade, okay? So I'm going to come in here with a grading blade, or a grater from Raptor Attachments. So we'll go over here and show you that. Got two cool new attachments up here. I think it's important that you guys know what I use for construction, right? Hello, my beard's total white now. Mine was almost total white. I guess it comes with wisdom, right? I don't know. Might be coming with being full of it. So I've got clean stone right here, and clean stone means that it's not crush run. In other words, it's just clean stone. It doesn't have any rock dust in it per se. This is the Raptor Attachments bucket that I'm going to be using to scoop all the clean stone up and compact over here. And then this is the Raptor Attachments land leveler, hardened steel. It's a groundhog right there. Just ran through that pipe. So this is hardened steel. I've been using it, already used it on the driveway a little bit. Got to figure out how this thing works totally. This is for leveling land and finishing off an area that has recently been cleared, or like a yard, a lawn, or something like that, or even a pasture. So if we've got a rough spot in the pasture, then we can do that. Walker says, Josh, you have a nice side-by-side. Thanks, man. You know, to be honest with you, that does not belong to me. First, let's look at this Raptor. So this thing has Raptor claws inundated into the construction. I think it's pretty cool. Really cool. So not only is it decorative, but it also serves as a shoring up of the piece of equipment here. Makes your bucket just a little bit bigger. See that hump? So yeah, the Honda right here is not mine, actually. It is a loaner, but I'm using it like it's mine. It's a loaner from Honda Power Sports, and I'm trying to buy it from Honda Power Sports. It's a really nice machine. That is the Pioneer 2023 Pioneer 1006. And again, I don't own it. I just have to maintain it, keep the oil change and stuff like that. So yeah, really cool. What a beautiful building. Thank you, Berlin Valley Stables. Guys, this project right here that you're seeing, this was a dream. I mean, this was just a dream of mine. And I had no idea about this dream until the Carolina Barn Builders guys showed up. They were up here today, actually, taking some pictures and did a little video interview. I had no idea that I had this dream. I just knew I wanted to build a barn dominium home, and I wanted a nice shop that I would never run out of room in. And I'm already running out of room. Does Dirt Monkey know how to use it? I'm sure he does. It won't take me long. I've already used that land lever. It's not too complex. You just sit it on the ground and ride, put it in float, and just float it along the ground. I did the gravel right here. You can see the difference in the two gravels. So look at that shadow. Man, it's getting dark earlier, guys. That Fix-It guy iPhone, man, that looks great. Thanks, man. This is a dream. I mean, it really is. But along with that dream comes a lot of hard work. So you can't just be a dreamer. You've definitely got to put the work in. And boy, I put a lot of work into this place. You guys remember, this was where I did a video on the crow cannon. So there was a cornfield right here. There was corn planted right here. This was my bean and corn garden spot. We showed you everything from cutting the trees where this building is, to leveling the land, to bringing in fill dirt. We showed you everything. So it is golden hour. It's golden beard hour. It's ridiculous. Guys, let me know what you think of this ridiculous beard. I don't know if I should have done that or not. I feel younger. I feel younger. Don't tell Miss Stony Ridge, but the cashier at Lowe's, so I got my veteran discount, and she said, "Oh, Josh, okay." And then when I left, and this is not typical of my Lowe's anyway, when I left, the cashier says, "Goodbye, Josh, thank you." I was like, "What? Dude, is this beard doing this? No way." Uh-oh. We've been leaking. Oh, you dummy. Well, there'll be a really green spot for super soil right there. I left my flappers on. Dang it. So what we're going to be using, we're going to hop in the tractor. We're going to go work together. I got stuff I got to do. This is the TYM HST 574. 574 is the size. It's a 55 horsepower cab tractor with the loader. HST is for hydrostatic transmission. On the back of this, I have a product in this sprayer, and this is called an Ag Sprayer MC90. It's a 90-gallon sprayer. Right now it has about 65 gallons in it because some dummy named Josh left it on, and it's been leaking. It's leaked out about 20 gallons of that spray. So we're going to have a super ultra green spot right here. So what I have in here is called super soil. And after this video, I'll pin a comment with a link to it. This is an alternative to commercial petroleum-based fertilizer, okay? So this is an inoculant. It is an inoculant. We spray it on the land, and I'm going to spray this pasture with you guys. We're going to go riding. It's an inoculant. I'm spraying nitrogen-fixing bacteria that naturally occurs in the soil back onto the soil, so I don't have to pour nitrogen chemical on there. So it pulls the nitrogen from the sky, just like a legume. A legume is something like soybeans or clover, or Cerisi lespedeza is actually a legume. So little science there. I love the science part of farming. I do. If you guys are leaving comments, and I need to, come on, buddy, let me in. There we go. You guys are leaving comments. I'll see them in a second. You know what? A bird got in here and pooped on my seat. A bird or a lizard? Oh, bird. I was in a hurry this morning. I left the window open. So I got bird poop on my seat. I let half the super soil leak out on the on the ground. I'm just batting 1,000. And I got big trenches everywhere behind the house. Contact. Little kitten, man. She purrs like a little kitten. I'm sure Miss Stony Ridge gets a few glances her way. Oh, yeah. Lovely Lisa. Warrior queen. Absolutely. In fact, I thought I was going to have to rough somebody up the other day. We went to the gym, and she had these orange pants on. Well, I knew that was trouble. That spelled Trouble. So she had these orange pants on, and I knew they were pretty attractive for the rear end. And I caught like 5 dudes. I didn't even say anything to her. I just saw like 5 dudes looking at her butt. And I almost said, "Hey man, we think my wife's butt?" That's the best way to call them out, right? Dyed the skin along with the hair. What's wrong? So right now, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm going to turn the PTO on. I'm going to bring my RPMs up to about 2,000. You're going to hear it's going to get a little louder in here. Your beard looks fine, but I draw the line at comb overs. That's funny. Okay. Engine temperature is 123, which is important. I don't want to rev it up if it's not above 100. I'll turn on my PTO. I open the window. Pop these 3 tabs. And we're spraying, guys. That's it. If you're just joining us, we're spraying a product called Super Soil. Ooh, don't hit nothing. And Super Soil is it's an inoculant. It is a bacterial inoculant that goes on the soil to help fix nitrogen, to save us on our fertilizer bill. So I haven't put any chemical fertilizers down, any petroleum-based fertilizer on these pastures in 7 years now. And you can see, I'll turn the camera around here in a second, and you can see what we've got going. They're just green and lush. So I mowed this yesterday morning. And what I'm doing is, it's fall mowing season, it's weed control season, so I'm going through, and you guys are going to get a whole video series on this. But I'm going through and I'm mowing prior to spraying. I move the cows off, I mow the weeds down, and then I mow prior to spraying. So, Super Soil. How did they brand that name? I don't know. Maybe they asked Superman. We're getting ready to get in the shade here a little bit. I know the cows are probably appreciating that. You see me breaking a sweat. So I'm going about 4 miles an hour. You guys bear with me. If it's really, really loud, let me know and I'll do my best to quiet things down. Such a beautiful place. Thank you. How's the temperature? It's about 79 to 80 degrees. It was 82 when I got in the truck about an hour and a half ago. I had to go get diesel fuel. Now, boy, diesel fuel has gone up. I paid $3.99 a gallon for off-road diesel just now. We're burning it right now. Make you think about that electric tractor a little bit more, I know that. Chris says, is your back feeling better? Yes, it is. I'll tell you why. My back has been killing me, guys, and the reason it feels better right now is because I started going back to the gym. So I went back to the gym 2 days this week already and did some really good stretches. And you see me bouncing right now. This is what hurts my back. So I did some really good stretches and exercises, and back pain is virtually gone now. I don't sit down very well, so when I sit for a long period of time, it hurts my back. What time is now, Josh? Mark? I don't know, man. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, brother. Wear gray hairs with pride. You earn them. I know, brother. I know. I told you what happened, right? One of the construction guys was 42, and I'm 46. And I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. And this is what prompted this. He's like, hey, man, how old are you? Like 50, 52? I was like, yeah, no. No, I'm not 52, bro. Oh, man, that sun's bright. So I spray the Super Soil. Well, let's give you some science here. I'm spraying this prior to the dew, as the dew settles, or prior to the dew settling on the ground here. And that'll help it run off on the ground, since we're not going to get rain for a couple more days. Concrete crew is going to show up on Friday. Today is Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. I don't know why I'm so off. Concrete crew comes on Friday, and we're going to pour the concrete pad for the outdoor kitchen. That's going to be a pricey little venture, but it'll be well worth it in the long run. It's going to cost me about $30,000. So, that's a Lexus, but it's concrete, and it'll be there hopefully long after I'm gone. Just take good care of it. I'm trying to build this now so I can enjoy the rest of my life and have this farm as a retirement project. And that's pretty much it. This is my retirement income. That's it. Bought the farm, guys. This land that we're on right here, right now, where we're riding, 8 years ago was forest. It was woods. It was overgrown, brushy woods. And boy, we've come so far. With the help of people like Luke from Farm Fence Solutions, TYM Tractors. I just can't say enough, man. I feel like I just won a NASCAR race, and I'm telling you guys, I'd like to thank my sponsors. But it takes a village, man, and all you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, no way I'd made this much progress. I really thank you all for being here. Do what you feel good. Beard is great. Thank you, Hamid. My dad dyed his hair and mustache this fall before hunting season. He had a white hair beard by 40. It happens. We're almost done spraying this field. We're over halfway. That's how quick this thing sprays. It's a 16-foot sprayer. Once we get out of here, we'll go talk a little bit more. We're going to sit on the porch. Might get me a frosty Stony Ridge beverage. Carol, we were just talking about that. I got the Just for Men, and I think I got one shade too dark. And it dyed my face. You see that? That's skin. The skin is dyed. It's ridiculous. I tell you, if you don't have enough of a sense of humor to make fun of yourself, you just ain't living right. Oh, man. Nice. It's brilliant for you to put so much thought in it. Thank you. I enjoy sharing it all with you. We might see the cows here in a second. We might just walk over and see the cows with you guys. Once I get done spraying. Oh, shades back on. I have a lot of followers in Europe, in England, and in Australia. Thank you guys. Let me know where you're watching. Where's everybody watching from? Where are you watching? So to my Aussie friends and my friends over the pond in England, I'm not trying to be rude by talking to you with my sunglasses. It's considered rude over there. And I get a lot of comments from people from Britain, from Great Britain area, from Europe, about wearing sunglasses. Daggone sun shines over here all the time. We don't live in a cloudy place. So England is a very temperate climate. It's very cloudy almost all the time. I'm watching my tank here. So we've got about 20 gallons left. We've got about 2 or 3 more swaths to go. You see the shadow? That's my phone. That's what we're doing. We're live streaming off the iPhone. Hello from Canada, Port Richey, Florida, Cool Springs, North Carolina, Orlando. Oh, well, that's a back herder, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'll tell you this. It's no easy feat holding the camera up like this for an hour. And that's what I'm doing, man. Switching hands. I've got more hay coming tomorrow at 3 p.m. down here. We're going to have some more hay for the moo cows. Total count on hay bales this year is going to be over 250 hay bales here on the farm. Some of these hay bales are smaller. Some of them are older. Some of them don't look very good, but they're going to help build the soil, and that's the whole plan, the whole thought process. We got somebody, Dennis from Boston, Texas, Georgia, Johnson City, Tennessee. All right, watching my tank. We're doing good. Watching my speed. I'm going 3.7. The goal is about 4, but I'm slowing down right here because there's more nutrient needed, so I'm slowing down a little bit. If you're just now joining us, we're spraying the pastures, and we'll be done in just a minute, so bear with me on the noise. It's going to get better. Fall project. So this is the solar well we're passing right here. That's a fall project. Clean that up, get some weed control in there, some weed control mats, and get some gravel in there so we don't have to worry about it growing up. And that's the water tank that serves the farm right there. Very cool. Awesome passive water system here. How can a guy who uses a Flowbee to cut his hair make fun of a guy who colors his beard? I don't know. They still make Flowbees? Okay, so I'm running over rocks right here. This is a rocky ridge over to my left. And I'll have to come in this winter once the cows have grazed all this down and it's all died off and pick up rocks. Just grab the tractor, the bucket, or the Honda down there and pick them up. There's no easy way to pick up rocks. I know everybody thinks you can just do everything on the farm from the seat of the tractor, but you certainly cannot. Let's see how much I've got left here. I've got a lot left. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. It's probably a little easier on you guys. John, yes, the beard is much darker, buddy. Millers Creek, North Carolina. You want a wife nobody looks at? Nope, sure don't. But I don't want to have to fight a redneck either. That didn't work out for one of us. We went to a race the other day at Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem. If you guys have ever heard of Bowman Gray, they call it the Madhouse. It's an experience. If you've never had a chance to go to a NASCAR race or Bowman Gray, that is a true experience. So we went, and Miss Stony Ridge had this little crop shirt that came down to here. And I said, man, you want me to get in a fight at this daggone race or what? She's like, what? It's like, I'm 6'5". I'm 6'5", 220 pounds. And I got this little doll baby walking around with me. One of these hillbillies is going to approach you and I'm going to have to get in a fight. I don't want to do that, man. That's why I put security cameras up, because I want people to see them, those security cameras. I don't want a trespasser. I don't want to have to fight somebody for my wife's honor. No, you never know. People drink, they get unpredictable. They're drinking at a race, that's for sure. We used a rock hound on a bobcat. Yeah, you can do that if you're not in a pasture. So, yeah, you can do that if you weren't out on pasture. This is all pasture land. I'd have to tear my land up in order to get the rocks. So, every day I pick up about 10 rocks on average. It's 3,650 rocks a year. Right? Cows are right over there. We're going to go see them in a minute, so hang tight, guys. You just can't do everything on the farm from a daggone tractor seat. There's a perception that you can. You just can't. I think we'll feed the catfish tonight, too, guys. Catfish pond is right there. I've got about 2 more little paths to go down right here, and I think we'll be good to go. Maybe 1. this. And we'll just hop out and go to the catfish pond. It's been a great day. My face hurts from smiling. When I did this, I was like, oh, dude, everybody's going to make fun of you. You keep saying wife, then I missed something. Nope. Dude, when you're married for that long, she's staying here now. We're back together, hopefully for good. And yeah, you didn't miss anything. It's just easier. It's less complex for me to say my girlfriend, ex-wife, blah, 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 blah. So, when we're around friends, I introduce her as my wife. And I think she likes that. Okay. Turn off everything. 1, 2, 3. Pressure builds up. Shut that off. Isn't that better? It's so loud in this machine. Even though it's a cab tractor, you can hear the whine of the hydraulic pumps. That's what you guys were hearing. This is much, much better, much more peaceful. There we go. Oh. All right. Don't leave the door open or a bird will come in and poop on your tractor seat. Evening. Country pumpkin in the house. Awesome, guys. Looks like the cows did a good job grazing around. Yep, they did. And I did a little video over here cutting down some of the weeds with that Milwaukee brush cutter. I'm gonna turn the camera around. We're gonna go over to the catfish pond and see if we can get the catfish to come on up and hit the top of the water. Maybe. Oop, wrong button. There we go, Josh. Up we go. Yeah, my back. You guys were asking about my back. It feels so much better now. So the cows will be in here tomorrow. They'll just have 12 hours or so on this section, and then they'll go over here. They'll actually have access to that and this forested area right here too. So they'll have plenty of shade tomorrow and just a little grass. This is a work in progress right here. So let's see if calling the fish works. Fishy fishies! So they should start hitting the top of the water even before I throw food out. Fishy fishies! I give them a little drum. Fishies! I saw the water moving right over there. There's one. There's 2. There's 3 or 4. Look at them. They're all coming up. Gosh, I wish I could zoom. Hey, fishies! They're up there already. This is about out of fish food. There you go, fishies. There we go. Always a pleasure. Farmall Fanatic sends a $5 super chat. Gino, your channel is really doing well, buddy. Congratulations. You're getting a lot of views on the channel. It's great. It is great. Had a Master Chief that retired on Friday and came back to work a week and a half later with a goatee. He used just for men. That's funny. Yeah, the catfish are tearing the top of the water up now. Yeah, if you guys are behind, hit the fast forward button. There's sometimes you'll come into a live stream and you won't be in real time on the live stream. You got to scroll at the bottom. Lurking while cooking. Awesome. Yep, catfish are doing well, guys. This little pond, this is the pond that I built here, I guess maybe 4 years ago, something like that. We had a really bad leak in this pond, and we fixed the leak. The cows have smoothed over this. This was a very steep drop off, and the cows have smoothed that over, and they're starting to work their way around this way. I want them to get down in here and do the same thing and smooth that embankment down a little bit. So we're going to put a little pressure on the pond just for a few weeks here in the fall and winter, and then we'll fence it off and we won't let the cows get anywhere near it. So they'll have a access point to drink, but they won't be able to get in and poop in the pond. We don't want them to do that. Although that might feed the catfish, I don't know. One man's poop is another catfish's pleasure. Here's something. This is eastern gamma grass. That's a tuft of eastern gamma grass. There's some right there. And then there's another one somewhere over in here. Oh, right here. I'll show you. Right there. That's eastern gamma. That's a warm season grass right there. Has the seeds look almost like corn. Right. Let's take a little walkie poo. Let's go see the cows. You guys want to see the cows? It's real farming. Farm Off Fanatic says make a beach spot. I've got a ladder for my dock in the big pond. I think we'll make that swimming hole. Although this one is new and probably cleaner, I would say. So the cows were in here this morning. You can hardly tell they were in here, but this is some of the poorest land on the farm right here, and we'll be hitting it hard with hay bales this year also. So let's cruise on over. See the girls and boys. What kind of mushrooms do you get growing wild there? We did a video a couple weeks ago about foraging for mushrooms. We get some morels, we get boulets, we get, the video I did was on chanterelles, lots of chanterelles this time of year. If it gets wet, if we ever get any rain. So all sorts, horn of plenty. There's just tons of different wild mushrooms here. Truffles. Got a deer right running down the fence line. He's been in here running the fence line for quite some time. He can get out. I don't understand why he's still running the fence line, but he's running right towards us right now. Let's step out over here and see if he comes right up to us. Watch this. He's coming this way. We'll squat down. This might be really funny. If this deer comes running up, we'll be real still and real quiet. Watch this, guys. He's right there. Look, he's right around the corner. See him out in the field? I think he thinks he's a cow. It's bound to be stressful on that little deer. We're going to try and push him this way, and maybe he'll run over and go under the gate. He can easily get under the gate. That would have been pretty cool. He's bound to be drinking the morning dew off the grass. He seems to be pretty happy, content. I see his tail up. Oh, let's see if we can get over here where you guys can. He's right there. Just a young deer. Maybe a yearling. Cows have put a little pressure on the fence right here, which is not cool. I got to fix that. The deer's right there. I mean, he's like 100 yards from me. Let's see if we can get his attention. Hey, deer. Hey, deer. Come here, deer. You know, Josh, you don't have to zoom on your phone. People can zoom. Yeah, I guess they can. There's the deer between me and the gate. Hey, buddy, you just saw me, huh? You just saw me. He's going to run back towards me. Hey, buddy. I have seen the unfortunate demise of a deer on this fence before too, guys. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Little yearling deer. I'm going to open that gate right there and see if I can get him and let him out. At least he's learned not to run full speed into the fence. Hey, bud. We're not going to hurt you. He can get out over here. All right, let me open this gate. I've never had a deer run straight for me. Let me open this gate and see if he'll go out. That's interesting, huh? You don't get that every day. Oh, can't see my combo. Got to put the combo in. Cows heard the gate. No, guys, you're not coming this way. No idea where the deer just went. Okay, we'll just open this up. Then we'll walk towards the cows and see if the deer comes back. I don't know where that deer went. It was right here. I don't know. It hadn't figured out how to go under a fence yet, I guess. Like another deer. I'm walking through tall grass. This is not smart. Not at all. Look at this little 310, face covered in milk, drinking off of mama. Got a few neighbors up here. They're all nice. They're washing Grandpa's truck over there. Oh, look what we got here. There's a little spike deer right there. Yep, we'll leave that. Let Mother Nature take care of that. Deers jump over fences. Not that deer. It's a young deer. I'd expect him to come running out from over there. I see him over there. He's looking back at me. It's either him or his mom. We might have to take off running in a second. Make sure the cows don't go through the gate. Hey, guys. Morning or evening. Yeah, that young deer can't jump over that fence. It's still got spots on it. So I'm watching the corner here to see if the deer comes running back around the corner. It's been running around this pasture for 3 days now. The gate down there is wide open. And it can go under that gate, but it just wants to go one way and that's it. See, the cows are nice and fat. This is Butthead. Hey, Butthead. Butthead's got a few flies on her. Don't you worry. Hey, girl. How you doing? That's Tammy, the guard donkey. Hello, Nancy. Is that a 4-foot fence? Yeah, it's a little over 4 foot. It's about 55 inches. It's a 4 foot. It's a 48 foot. Excuse me. 48-inch tall fence, but it's off the ground a little bit. Yep, got the moo cows and neighbors coming home from work. Well, let's see if we can walk down through this way and put pressure and get that little deer to run back that way. We're on a mission to get this deer. Right, kids? Right, Tammy? Am I right, Tammy? Ritter bit will do. Watching with my youngest daughter. She loves animals. Well, we are on a mission right now to get a baby deer out of here. And I got the cows in this pasture and the gate wide open over there. So I'm not very bright. Just, but we got to try. We got to try. The nice thing about this poly fence is I can just step on it, go over it, not take a risk of shocking the area that I might jump over. Shock you right in the crotch. That'd be a bad day. That'd make your beard turn gray. Andrew, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Bro, keep doing what you're doing. Love all the vids. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so I see the little deer. I'm going to walk around this way. Oh, don't you run that way, you turd. Oh, I got to run. Doing a little running, a little jog, evening jog. All right, dummy, don't go that way. There you go. Insults work. He heard me. I said, don't go, dummy. Okay, little buddy. I'm going to push him this way. This is the stuff that I'm mowing, by the way, to make room for good grass. Go ahead, little buddy. Okay, there's the deer. You're not going to get out that way. You're not gonna get out that way. You're gonna have to go the other way, dear. There it goes. Now it's out in the middle of the field that way. It just ran way out there. Well, maybe he'll go out the other gate. Oh man, can't say we didn't try. Now I gotta walk 50 miles up here and close this gate. Oh look, I'm doing my job. Later, Rock. The cows bunch up right here a little bit. You see there's a water pipe right here. This is where we used to siphon water from the pond. Cows will bunch up right here because it's the only spot where there's shade in the daytime in this section of pasture. All right, I'm gonna walk all the way back up here and shut this gate because that deer doesn't know how to get out. Let's just hope the cows don't figure it out. That deer is not gonna make it in the real world. I pretty much, I've turned the camera around here, guys. I think he's in the real world already. He's just in the real cow fence world. Wildlife is not used to fences like this. If he was a little bit older, he could just jump right over. He probably could just jump right over it now, but there's a fear that he'll hurt himself. And I can see where he's been rubbing up against the fence here. Cows have mashed the fence down pretty hard right here. I've got to run a hot wire this fall all the way around the entire farm. That'll be 4 miles of single strand hot wire that'll be ran all the way around the whole property. And that will, and that will stop the cows from leaning on the fence. Told you it's better to step on that poly wire than it is to step over it. Well, let's go close this gate. Time for some deer veal. Won't be much meat on that little guy. I haven't hunted here on the farm. There's no hunting pressure here on this farm. I haven't hunted in 4 years, maybe. Something like that. Don't need to hunt. I enjoy it, but I don't really need to hunt for the meat. Got plenty of beef. But there's something different about wild game, you know? A lot of people won't eat venison. You hear me shake that gate and the cows start mooing? That's their signal that we're moving somewhere. How many of you guys won't eat deer meat? Or how many of you have never had wild game? Let me know. You're missing something for sure. And the idea that, no, that's gross. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Really? Really? Have you gotten that cityfied? You do understand that the entire reason that the human race is here is because we ate these. Makes good jerky too. Let's do a little walk through the cows here. We're gonna head on back and grab the tractor and take it back down to the shop for a minute. So we'll turn the camera back around so you guys can check out the cows. For those animal lovers, hey, Butthead. Butthead is the matriarch of the bunch, aren't you? You got a lot of flies on your face where you've had your nose in that mineral feeder. Remember, flies are normal. Mark Berry sends a $2.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. 213, how you doing? She's gonna be a good mama. I'll bet you. You're gonna be a good mama. She's curious. She's big. She's healthy. Never been wormed. Gonna be a good mama. 42, chunky monkey. Look how fat she is. Fat is a compliment in the cows. 202, she's been letting me come up and rub on her. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, how you doing? She's a new one that's letting me come and touch her. Yeah. 205. These are all brood cows. These are the cows that are going to have the babies for next year. How you doing? How are you? I think that's a little That's a brood cow too. You lost your ear tag. Where's your ear tag, friend? Yep, somebody butt you. It's like Freedom butted you. Freedom is number 5. Sweetie, where's my sweetie? That's my sweetie right there, I think. Yes, it is. That's my sweetie. Look at sweetie. Isn't she a good girl? Yeah. That's my sweetie. Uh-oh. Guy's getting a little rough. A little rough play. Horseplay don't pay. That's what Grandpa used to say. Right, girl? Yeah. Do you want to come and say, hey? You look like you do. You just look like you do there. I lost my ear tag, Cal. Sweetie will kiss you. Uh-oh. Sweetie's giving cow licks. She just wants me to rub her. She likes it right here. Get right there. Yeah. Right there on that knob right there. Uh-huh. You learn your cows, guys, when you live with these animals. Hey, this is a dangerous area to be. You could get the snot kicked out of you, but that little cow, that's a yearling calf, last year's calf. We'll be having babies next spring. Pretty friendly. And this is Susie. Susie's been quite a pain in the butt lately. She used to let me rub her and play with her and touch her and hug her. And let's see what she does today. Susie, remember? Remember you love me. Remember. Has Danny still... Donnie, yes. Donnie's doing his job. Wrap the deer steak in bacon. I've never wrapped deer steak in bacon. People talk about doing that, but if you got to wrap it in bacon, it's not good anyway. If you process it right. This is Sweetie's mama. Okay? Sweetie was the one I just rubbed, and that's Sweetie's mom. And that's Donnie right there. He's got that strut going this evening. Linda, are you asking about a trip that I took? Fairly recently, I went to Minnesota, but that's been a couple weeks ago. It was a good time. Donnie putting out the butt fertilizer for us. All right, we got to walk way back over, get the tractor. Thank you, guys. I figured my beard would match the cows a little bit better if I went on and dyed it black, right? So I got a Black Angus beard. I just like bacon, says F. Huber. Dude, what is your name so I can stop calling you F. Huber? Is it Frank? Should I call you Frank? Give me your first name, dude, because you're in here. You comment all the time, so you're a regular on the channel. I need to know your name. I got to try and remember it, too. My uncle mixes it with parqueta. Okay. Dickinson, Texas. Dickinson, Texas. Awesome. Where is Dickinson, Texas? I'm familiar with Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, and Wichita Falls. Where is Dickinson? G.I. Joe. I do look like a G.I. Joe. There we go. Oh, man. So I don't watch Yellowstone, but I do watch, I think it's 1882. I think that's the show. I've watched the whole series. Have any of you guys watched that? I think it's 1882. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the lead character in 1882 has a nice full black beard like this. And that's one of the reasons too. I was like, man, that's a good looking beard, dude. I'd like to get my beard straightened out like that. Near Waco. Okay, gotcha. $18.82. Yeah. Haven't watched 1923. Is it 1883 or 8? It's 1883. Okay. That, guys, I don't get into the drama of the Yellowstone. It's too much drama for me. Too much, just too much new school drama. But let me tell you, that 1883, that was good. That was a good, and I will not spoil it. Nobody spoil it for those who haven't watched it. because the last episode of 1883 was horrible. Absolutely, like horrible, dramatically horrible. It was just, it was unexpected. I didn't see it coming. It just heartbreaking. Really brings a tear to my eye to think about it. Really, the whole 1883 series was basically a series of through the eyes of this young girl and young love as they traveled across the Oregon Trail. And I'm going to go ahead and spray all the way back home. There we go. And man, it was, yeah, like Jake said, it was just so heartbreaking. Brings a tear to my eye to think about it. So we got our gate closed up there. We're back on the tractor. And I'm gonna go get a cold beverage, man. I still have one errand to run over here on the farm today, and then I'm gonna shut my brain off for the day. I just need to chill out. It's been a long day. Got up before the sun came up, and here I am when the sun's setting. Finishing up. Got about this much in the water tank right here, so you'll see me looking back very frequently because I want to make sure that I don't run it dry. If you run it dry, then that's a problem. You have to reprime the pump, and that risks damaging the pump, and we don't want to damage stuff, so we got to use our heads around here. It's a farm, right? First measurable rain in 3 months today, says F. Huber. Dude, what is your name again? Did you say your name was Waco? That was great. Expected. That was great. The end was expected because of how he defended that woman. I didn't think it would end like that. I just didn't think they can't. The way they ended it, it can't continue. You guys are going to start watching it now. It seems a little silly. So the beginning of this show always starts out with like, well, it was, this country is rough and wild and crazy. And the staunchest of Indians and the gates of heaven are open all over my face. It was kind of, it's silly talk like that. Fred, okay, we'll call him Fred. It's kind of silly talk like that at the beginning of every video, every show, but man, you end up falling in love with the characters. And that's what really makes it something. When you fall in love with those characters, that really makes it something special. Drink of choice. My drink of choice this evening, hang on, let me get my work done here. I don't operate equipment if I've been even one beer. It's a beer, is what it is. I'm not going to bull crap you. But I've been doing an organic beer. Michelob Ultra Gold. I know people are all up in arms about Anheuser-Busch right now, but that is Anheuser-Busch. And I like Busch Light too. But I like Ultra Gold. It's one of my favorites. It doesn't have as much alcohol in it. And I'm really just having a cold beer to just have a sip of something at the end of the day. And if my standards aren't that high if I'm a Busch Light man. Busch Light's good. I think it's good. Let's pull this guy over here. I'll have to get back on this tractor in the morning. I've got to spray 2 more pastures first thing in the morning, and I've got about 30 acres to mow, and I'm going to shoot a video mowing after I fix these holes that you guys saw. If you missed the beginning of the video, you got to go back and watch. Back behind the mega shop, there's a bunch of holes where I put my drain lines in, and I can go ahead and start getting my final grade ready. Got to go over to the county building tomorrow. Also, just an undeniable pile of chores to do all the time. Got to go to the county building tomorrow and pick up a permit to put in my septic system. So, and I will hire that done. They told me at the county building that they've never had a homeowner successfully put in and pass a septic system. find that kind of hard to believe. It's there's so much information out there nowadays. I find that pretty hard to believe, but oh well. That kind of attitude sure is hard to do DIY in your county. I don't know, man. So, beverage of choice. Getting ready to grab one out of the little fridge here. By the way, I've got 3 freezers right here, and these will all be in the butcher shop, which is going to be right here. I have a CAD program where I'm building out all this, framing it out. I want to be able to span the full 28 foot here. So I want to have a very long or wide span. Let me grab a tripod because I can't hold this camera up any longer. I've had a 3-pound weight in my hand, in both hands for about 2 hours. Seems like 2 hours. It's been 1 hour. Yeah. Wow. Now I can sit down, concentrate, and answer every question you guys might have. So it's time to fire away, as Chris Stapleton says. That's a good music video, by the way. If you haven't seen that fire away music video after you get done here, watch another Stony Ridge video or watch that fire away video. Close the door so that I don't forget and the kitty cats go in or a bird goes in and lays eggs. And now, there we are. Little front porch. Gosh, I should have brought my guitar up here, man. We've done a little front porch picking. Locust Valley Farms, that's how I like the Pioneer. Love it, man. It's been a great side-by-side. We were talking about it a little earlier in the video. It is a loaner model. It is a loaner from Honda. So, how do you like Pioneer? Joe, if you type one comment out, public access at some point. Our farm will never be publicly accessible. We will have days here on the farm, and I say our farm, I'm including Miss Stony Ridge, whether we're married or not. I'm setting this tripod down just a little bit. I say our farm because it is our farm, and if it's not our farm, then it's mine and the cows and yours. But we won't be open to the public just so you can just come willy-nilly to the farm. Once we get enough beef, the plan is to have a farm store, and the farm store will be open like on Saturday mornings from 9 till 1, something like that, and maybe after church time, so from like noon to 2 on Sundays. That's what we'd like to do, and we'll get feedback from everybody once we can get the farm store, and we'll be able to sell some crafts and things that I've made, like birdhouse gourds and stuff like that. So we'll be able to buy the things that you see here on the farm. And that was the whole goal of all this. You don't get to see my eyes very much, but hopefully my eyes are sincere here. The goal with all of this wasn't to start a YouTube channel. The goal with all this wasn't to build a social media business or a following. But guys, what a wonderful way to share what I've learned here on the farm and involve all of you guys too, and teach folks. I mean, and it's afforded me the opportunity to build things like the outdoor kitchen, to have things like this Honda and the skid loader that I have over there, and the TYM tractors and Raptor attachments, all this stuff I'm looking at right here. You know, I just started out with a little piece of land that was all wore out, and we drug a mobile home up here. I paid $3,500 for, and what a blessing! Just so super blessed. So the new aerobics are even easier to trench in a spray line. Could, yeah. Are you going to do any deer hunting this year? Philip the Wise. We talked about that a little bit earlier. I may do some deer hunting once we get this butcher shop set up right here. I've got a butcher block. I've just got to get it framed out and closed in. And it's not a butcher shop for you to bring your cow to. It's a butcher shop for us to learn, to cook, to process things, to kill squirrel and cook it, show you how to cook it, make squirrel gravy. That's what it's for. Well, eventually I'm going to start working on the rabbitry pretty soon. So we'll have some rabbits here on the farm. And we're just going to teach you how to do this stuff. We're not out here to try to make $1 million selling rabbits or selling beef or selling chickens. we want to have enough for us and some to share and enough to share with you guys to learn. So maybe so. We do deer a little bit different. I grew up a little bit different. The way we process deer, me and my dad, most people flip them upside down and do it from the bottom up. It doesn't make any sense to put their butthole up in the air and rinse the poop down onto the deer, does it? Put the butthole down. So we'll show you all that stuff. And in this pad that I'm pouring out here, I actually have a receiver hitch buried under the pad with a 2-inch receiver that I can drop in so I can hook to a ball and pull the hide off a deer. So I can take my little TYM tractor and raise it up and pull the hide off and not have to break my back. Michael Blum says, how about the cabins? I'm going to get to all your questions. I'm just scrolling through. I'm a chatter. How about the cabins you were going to put up for rental? As soon as we get them built, brother. Just one guy can do one thing at a time, man. So as soon as we can get that, then we'll get that. So Milo says public access is a nightmare. Yeah. Gotta go. Other stream. What's another stream? Who's streaming? Who's stealing my thunder on Wednesday Night Live? It's funny, man. We call those Clooney Ridge farmers, right? So I start a Wednesday night live stream, right? Then all of a sudden, 15 other homesteading channels are doing live streams on Wednesday night. Come on, man. We got to share the web. Pick another night. I do Tool Tuesday. Next thing you know, 3, 4, 5 other people are featuring Tool Tuesday. I'm like, gosh, I don't know, man. I don't copycat anybody. I don't. Tell me what other stream you're going to, F. Huber, if you're still in here. Locust Valley Farms. This is very random. If you could keep only one truck, which would you keep? Easiest answer, the Unicorn Dodge, the Dodge Cummins. That would be the only truck. Second one that I would keep would be the Yodacorn Toyota. And the third one that I would keep would be the dump truck, the little dump truck. That's a great little handy truck. Patricia Smith says, I miss seeing you with the Ventrac. We got a Ventrac video coming out in a couple weeks. And yeah, I actually reached out to Ventrac. The folks at Ventrac are really great people. Salt of the earth. I actually reached out to them this past weekend and haven't heard back. Reached out to them on Sunday to chat with them to see if they're interested in talking and trying to bring some equipment up here and let me try it out, show you guys. So I need one, please. Brother still selling the F-250. Nathan, yeah, the F-250, yeah. Earlier in the video, we talked about that. The two-wheel drive, 1996, extended cab, F-150, Power Stroke 5-speed. I will be getting rid of. If you're a local North Carolina person, you're interested in that thing, I need to get 12. I'd like to get 12,000 out of that truck. It's got 198,000 miles on it. It's got a brand new clutch in it. It is two-wheel drive, so if you live south of where we are or east of where we are, you'll be fine. It is a two-wheel drive truck, so it'll get a little bit better fuel economy also. But I'm not trying to sell a truck here on the channel. So I've got a guy that I take my vehicles to. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Milo, at some point, it becomes irritating, doesn't it? When you work so hard to bring something that's unique to the world, and then somebody comes right in behind you and does the same exact thing. Like, I purposefully don't watch a lot of other homesteading channels because I don't want to copycat them. I don't want to do the same thing that they're doing. And they're getting a ton of views on something. I congratulate them. That's awesome. It's great for them, but I don't want to copycat them. And I don't want to hang on to, say I post a video about my dog getting the cat the other day, and then another homesteading channel posts 6 videos about their dog. That just seems kind of silly. So do you ever get solar panels on the top of the shed yet, Mark? No, there are no solar panels on the building yet. I am in discussions with solar companies right now. There's a solar racket out there. In case you guys don't know, and you've been contacted by a solar company that just gives you outlandish numbers and outlandish figures and all kinds of stuff. there's a racket out there, guys, that are taking advantage of people. I think I had a company that reached out to me, and I hope they weren't trying to take advantage of me. But if you're watching, he said he was a huge fan of the channel. If you're watching, why haven't I heard anything back from you? When I told you I'm not interested in spending $700,000 on a solar system to my power bill's $160 a month. Okay. It doesn't make any sense. So, I don't know. I would love to do solar in the farm shop. So that's how I learned to process deer. It's my grandfather. Yeah. All right. You're a leader. That's why you're being copied, says Alan. I don't know. It's not flattering when others steal your viewers. I don't know if they're stealing my viewers or not. I don't know. With YouTube and with social media, with farming and with homesteading and doing all that I do, cooking, canning, wrenching, all that stuff goes in waves. So right now we're in a downturn. We're in a downturn wave, really. And that's just, it is what it is. It just takes time. And then as the weather cools off, people have a little more time to sit down and watch stuff and dream about next year, and or watch me break something. They are so bad. Solar, buy them outright. They're getting much cheaper. They are. Yep. Be careful the brand of panels you purchase. So many brands out there today, and only a few are credible. Exactly. Most of the solar companies that go door to door are scams. There you go. Michael Blum says Country View Acres put his own in and is sold back to the electric company. There you go. There you go. I hear my little calf, one of my little calves. It's just really peaceful. Sunset over here is just really nice, guys. This is going to be my front porch. We'll be doing so much more live stream stuff. I do plan on getting some outdoor speakers right here so we can just sit down. I sat down out here and watched Starlink. Have you guys seen Starlink go by yet across the sky? It looks like a lit up zipper going across the sky. Have you decided how to ship your meats? Not yet, to be honest with you. Not yet. I did a little update on that earlier this week. If you're not following on the Cows and Coffee channel, guys, you're over on YouTube on the main channel. You need to check that out because you'll miss some stuff. But the answer to your question is I'm trying to let it cool off a little bit. We shall see. Again, I'm trying to let it cool off just a little bit before I start shipping it out so that we can know. And I've got some test boxes that I'm sending out to friends and potentially Patreon members at a steep discount just so that I can get some feedback on things. All right. In case you want to buy farm fresh beef from Stony Ridge Farm, when it does become available, the only place you'll be able to get it for now is through our co-op on patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. Patreon.com/Stony Ridge Farmer. It's a co-op. You have a membership. You'll get notified when beef is available for shipping, and you'll get first go at it. So you've seen the farm, you've seen how the animals are raised, you've seen everything that goes on here. You know the farmer. Joe says, whoop, I'm a patron. Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Like a truck in space. Yeah. I think I saw it. It's odd, Brian. If you saw it, it's like a crazy zipper going across the sky. It's pretty wild. I work on solar systems, not home ones. It's easy to do yourself. It is easy. I mean, I've messed with solar stuff. We've got a solar well. All the fence chargers are solar. I mean, I do a lot of solar stuff. Philip the Wise, thank you, buddy. Thank you for posting that link. Philip, are you are a moderator, I do believe. You were an electrician. If I remember right, in the Air Force, you still have skills to do it yourself. I could do anything myself, man. There's not a whole lot that I don't think I could do. I mean, I'm just not one of those people that thinks it's somebody else's job to do everything. I'm one of those people that can do it yourself. If I couldn't build this building myself because I just didn't have the skills to do it. Now that I've seen it go up, I need help. You need like 10 dudes to get out here and do this. 10 dudes or 10 females. Don't want to exclude anybody or whatever they identify as. They can come help too. They. Anybody. So yeah, man, I could totally do that. I can wire this building up, but sometimes it's better for peace of mind, honestly, to hire an electrician to come in and do something like that. I mean, it just is better. So that way, if you have a problem, you can call them and say, because I don't have time to be in here fixing problems. I got fences to run. I got cows to move. I got land to smooth. I got ditches to dig. I mean, so, yeah. Joe says, we were electricians for 32 years. Do it all. Locust Valley Farm says, whatever, yeah, whatever anybody wants to identify as is just fine with me. It's absolutely just fine with me. I identify as a guy that doesn't have a gray beard anymore, but he has a ridiculous black beard that looks really funny. I don't look homeless anymore. I won't be confused with a homeless person because they just don't have dark beards like this. I don't guess. I thought about doing just a Burt Reynolds mustache. That might be good for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we'll hit a couple more questions. I've got a few starred comments. What does that mean? Farm Off Fanatic send a super chat, $5 super chat for catfish food. Andrew Geek sends a $2 super chat. Bro, keep up doing what you're doing. Love all the vids. And Mark Berry sends a $2.99 super chat. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Meet and greet. So, any of you guys that are in the Kentucky area, by the way, there will be somebody here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the whole time, babysitting the cows and farm sitting. And we'll have the Smith & Wesson security system fully in effect while I'm gone. That being said, the 18th of October at the Kentucky Exposition Center at the Toro booth, me and Stanley the Dirt Monkey will be there from 2 to 4 p.m. to meet you guys. If you're coming to the Equip Expo, if you're a lawn care professional, if you just want to come and see some cool stuff, it's like $25 for a ticket. It's something that's really cool. I think you can still get tickets for $25. Really cool, really fun, overwhelming amount of information and technology. You'll get to see some of the coolest technology and on the landscaping and tools and home gear. I mean, it's just really, really fun. I had a blast last time I went. Anyway, on the 18th from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock at the Equip Expo, come and see me and Stanley the Dirt Monkey. We're going to buddy up and do meet and greets together. It's going to be fun. James Knight says, haha, when trimmed beard, I didn't look homeless anymore. That's it. I guess the beard will just grow on us. Yeah, it does look strange. Here, if I want to go incognito, here's what I do. I just take my hat off and my sunglasses off and dye my beard, and then nobody will know who I am. Let's just say it. This is stupid, okay? I mean, I could call myself out. I know when I did something stupid. This was stupid, okay? That is my skin. My skin is dyed. Okay, this isn't all beard hair. This is my skin that's dyed. This is stupid, guys. I admit that was not bright. And I'm just if I'm gonna look ridiculous, I might as well just look ridiculous in front of the whole world, right? Shave that mistake off and start over. If I shave it, bro, here's the problem. The skin is dyed. So if I shaved it off, it would still be a dark brown stain on my face. Over the next 2 or 3 days, this will wash out and it will look a little more normal, but it looks completely stupid. And this isn't so Milo, let me tell you, brother, this is not the first time that I've done this. I did it on a trip in 2018. We traveled across the country. It may have been my honeymoon. We were in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I was bored out of my mind in a hotel room. I was like, I'm going to dye my beard and my hair too. And I dyed it dark brown, same color, and I got that stuff all over me. The reason this is so dark is I was filling up the spray rig on the back of the tractor, and I lost track of time. So I put this stuff on, and I was like, man, I need to get something done. I ain't got time to be just waiting 5 minutes. So I set a timer on my phone for 5 minutes, and I left my phone in the house. I went outside, and I filled up the water tank on the tractor. It took 15 minutes to fill up the water tank. And by that time, my whole face was stained. So, yeah, Milo, that's it. You're a wannabe, bro, says Teresa. What does that mean? Is that like is that a reference to, um, who sang that song? Spice Girls? Isn't that Wannabe? Wannabe is a Spice Girls song, isn't it? For us older people, look up Wooly Willy. Yes, I know who Wooly Willy is. Yep. And Yukon Cornelius. If it was red, dude. Oh, so much, man. So much. Guys, 201 likes. Hit that like button, man. If you like to just sit around and shoot the bull like this, we're going to do it for about 3 more minutes here. Hang out for just a few more minutes. So if you have any questions or any comments, man, let me know. If you just want to hear something funny, just let me know. Tell us a joke. I don't know any jokes. Your black beard is in your profile picture all those years ago. Yeah, it is. It is. So I started the YouTube thing about 7 years ago, and my beard was not gray. I've grayed up with y'all. I used to dye. Now I just don the gray. Love to hear you pick sometime. I think as we do more live streams right out here on the farm porch, I think we'll do some more picking and grinning. Like to get my buddy Jared from Flutie Lick Homestead. You guys watch Flutie Lick? If you don't know about Flutie Lick, check him out. If you like some banjo picking, guitar picking, he's a good old country boy, Kentucky country boy, lives up in the mountains. He does things the old style, old country way. He came here when we processed chickens. Flutie Lick Homestead. When you click out of here, go check out Flutie Lick Homestead. Yep. You should have done dark brown, not. This is dark brown. It is dark brown. Says hello to the missus. Well, guys, we have squandered an hour and 22 minutes, and I'm going to say goodbye. When you click out of here, go over and check out Flutie Lick Homestead. Jared with Flutie Lick Homestead. They are an awesome family, just country as can be, good people. If there's one channel that I enjoy watching, it's Flutie Lick Homestead, and he explains things so awesome. It's just good old country. Go over there and subscribe to him. Tell him Stony Ridge sent you. Let's see if we can get 100 people over there to tell them Stony Ridge sent you. That would be awesome. Jared will probably text me in like 5 minutes and be like, dude, what happened, man? Go over there right now. I'm getting out of here. Thanks, guys. Go over there, Flutie Lick Homestead. If you're on YouTube, I think he's on Facebook also. Tell him Stony Ridge sent you. See if we can get 100, maybe 200 of you to go over there. It'll blow his mind. Super nice people, guys. Salt of the earth. Take care. All y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Wednesday on the live stream. We got a video coming out Thursday. And the outdoor kitchen build is coming out this weekend too. You'll love that. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. See you next time. Go see Jared, Flutie Lick. Go tell him Stony Ridge sent him. Sent you. Sent you? Yeah. Yeah. Take care. Woo!